See that cylinder head?
Yeah, check out. I don't know. No idea. Didn't really know much about it.
Is that your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost it. T-Bunny, got that cylinder head?
It should be sitting right here on the bench.
That's all right.
On this side.
Clean it up. Check it over. This was the cylinder that burnt up, so now without the carbon on it, you can see all the damages.
Oh, that's not even.
So the machinist basically is worried that because it burnt through here, and it's got this edge here that holds that seat in it. That seat's a press fit. Yep, exactly. Yep. So he's worried that that's not going to hold up for you for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's long term. He's afraid
So a new head casting, like 600 or something like.
and you have massive piston movement. Like that's not even sealing.
Yeah, I mean once it heats up, I'm sure it's a little bit better, but that shouldn't be like that at all. Yeah,
Exactly. So and the only thing I could think of salvaging out of this block
this
is
was
probably
supposed
the
to be
crank.
100 millimeter. This is what I got, you know, build cheap. It was supposed to be a 100 millimeter block with Waseco pistons, 100 millimeter, but obviously
Yeah, it's
this
Weiss,
piston is
they
like a
look-
99.5.
They look like Weissco's,
Yeah,
and then it's just got stock rods in it.
yeah, they're just stock STI rods anyway.
We complained the bearings felt pretty decent. There was signs of metal in the oil pan.
Yeah, well,
Very light,
yeah,
but still there was metal in the oil pan.
I kind of expected that just a little bit. But.
Yeah, the Killer B one. Check that out.
It's all full of it.
Oh yeah, that's why my oil pressure was low at idle. Yeah, you want to toss that out for me?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some metal in the pan, very thin, but not a lot of, not like gold bearing material yet, but like there was some silver in the pan, which is kind of like,
Some
could be from
aluminum.
the sidewalls on that.
In the pan and then in the ABCS case.
And in the gears too,
Also had a little bit.
because it comes up through the galleys.
Okay.
So, those look good though. We got those getting.
I put them back
We
over
put them back
here.
over here.
They move freely right there. They move freely. They just pulled the
need-
caps off of them. There's
Clean
pretty
them.
good amount of
Put new seals in
garbage
them.
in there.
We
Okay.
actually have a way. We have one of the only companies that has a seal for those without having to buy a new one because you can't get the seals from Subaru
Yeah.
because they'll come as assembly.
Okay.
But we had a company, buddy of ours out in California, that makes the seals for us now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. There's a few small things we needed, but nothing too crazy. The biggest thing was obviously your knock sensor was shot since it got ripped off. But would not recommend running one of these.
Yeah, no, I was gonna get
So-
I ordered a new clutch. I'm trying to
okay.
source a stock STI flywheel.
Okay.
Because I don't
We got
like
those if you need them.
Yeah, because I don't like the lightweight one. For
Yeah, we got those,
drivability.
for sure.
So I wanted to try to find a cheap stock STI one to throw in there with the new clutch.
Sure.
And then the stock pulley.
Yeah, so stock pulley, brand new, 166 or 160, right in that range.
Yeah. I could just go
Otherwise,
to the
most guys
junkyard.
do on that kind of a block. You might be better off to do a fluidine or a fluid
Yeah,
damper.
maybe something like that.
Or an
I might look
ATI.
into it. I like
The
going
fluidine
home
ones are nice. They're a
and
little
look
cheaper.
online. Yeah.
Otherwise, the ATI ones are really nice. That's what most race guys use, but you do have to service them. So they kind of like have you send them back out like once every year or two, depending on how much you're using the car. Like if it's a drag car or something, might be a little more.
Yeah, I know the
So-
bolts or the bolt holes are messed up in it, right?
Well, this is.
This is one of ours.
This is not.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
You need
ours.
one.
Oh.
I got
Yeah,
really
so if you need
stacks of
one, we
these.
can
Okay.
just cut that for you, and then
How
What?
much?
I don't know.
We got an offer for like $25 for a stock one.
I have to resurface it. Usually resurfacing them is about $100.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
to buy it,
To buy it?
25 and then have it resurfaced.
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about it.
Just do 125 all said and done,
Yeah,
machined up.
yeah.
That's fine. So otherwise, though, there's a couple. I made a list of a couple small things.
Yeah, like one of those covers was cracked out, or the timing covers were cracked. Just making a list of it, so.
Definitely thinking we should
That's
run a
back
new
here.
sensor though, because that one's been retaped and you had a bunch of oil through it and it shot the turbo out. So gonna need a new oxygen sensor for sure. Are you using that EGT or is that just stuck in that manifold? There's an EGT sensor in there.
The EGT works, yeah.
Oh, okay,
The EGT works great.
okay. Because we weren't sure it was just disconnected, hanging.
No,
So.
it works great.
Okay. So yeah, there's a couple things definitely, some small hoses, and then but we just need to get a gasket kit coming, and then we'll get that head coming. Just send the other ones all set to go. So we just got to cut the valves into each one once they come in, and go from there. We got used valves, so the machining time shouldn't be too bad. We prep them all here. It's literally you pressure test it for you first, and then cut in the valves. Since these are going to be used valves, there will be a little bit of time to clearance them, but nothing crazy. So
Like a couple of days.
I'd say usually it's like a week to two. So it just depends on the timing, but
One for the head to get in.
those are usually like 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not too bad. So once we order them, so the only other thing we saw was kind of weird was I don't know if somebody, these are his, right?
No,
Or no, those are the other ones.
These are on the bench or they just came out of the washer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the cans.
Yeah, somebody looked like somebody dropped one of them. So we're gonna check.
Cam?
Yeah, so like there's a mark on the front of it. So it's not too major. We're gonna machine it. Is it that one?
Yeah, right there.
So we're gonna
dropped
check
it right
it
on the
out.
corner.
We'll check it and machine it down, but we're gonna check that one for good straightness. Obviously, be a little more careful with it. Because this is where the gear rides on.
Yeah.
So, because that's the AVCS gear. So it's got to be. We'll have to polish it either way, but it's not major. It's just a matter of. Something we noticed, but, like, that's kinda weird.
Rotational. It might be a little.
Yeah, and then somebody like punch marked this one too. So that's kind of weird. I've never seen that before. That's not factory. So.
Yeah, that's.
So somebody, when they
And
took it
that-
apart, marked
Somebody
it or
had
something.
to mark them or keep track of them
Yeah.
somehow.
Which is kind of pointless
Weird.
because you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because they have different end snout
Right.
lengths, so you really don't have to. But somebody did that at one point. But
It's weird.
yeah.
The guy that put it together is definitely an odd one.
Oh. Yeah. The head engine.
The engine,
Sure.
yeah, the block and the head.
Yeah. You see how much plays in that thing though?
Yeah.
There's no wonder. I'll take you to the engine through here. They've got a. What do you call it? Most guys are trying to do the Brembo stuff, but.
Right. Some of the GC guys like the older one just for the wheel fitment.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I don't know why this is in here. Sorry, this should.
Yeah.
But yeah, the.
Oh, here is shit.
That's your
IAG
block.
block.
Mm-hmm. So this is the goodies. Definitely. There's your, I'm not gonna fully unpack it.
Yeah,
yet,
no,
but-
you can definitely see it says closed that IAG block for sure.
Yep.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks pretty. better than pretty.
Yeah. And then you can kind of see the ARP rod bolts, manly rods right there.
Looks good.
Yes. We'll get some photos and stuff for like when we're assembling it for you.
Yeah, looks sweet.
They're definitely pretty cool. Hey you. So.
We got a stamp of approval on our IAG block.
Yeah.